Hopefully the signal's coming in okay, because I'm going with the 5G and no Wi-Fi. I actually just did, I'm here out here in the woods. Beautiful day today. Very hot. Wearing the bandana to soak up the sweat. Dude ragging it up today. Did a review and finished up a review on two big knives, which I'll show you as soon as I get some people in the room. People slow to come in this time. A lot of people probably at the beach, you know, on a nice Saturday day in August. But it is also American Knife Weekend, a collaboration between Scab and I from Quiet Boys Outdoors, and where we're basically showing all American-made knives and stuff. You know, what's up, Michael? What's up, buddy? Thanks for coming in. I know you're probably must be doing other things right now. Hopefully, you're maybe just hanging out and enjoying a beer while you're watching this live. I'm hoping. What's up, buddy? I was actually going to ask you if you wanted to go live, Scab, but I didn't know if, what you were doing today. I figured if you wanted to do the live thing together, maybe we could do it together later, if anything. But just so you know, guys, I'm out here. I just finished up my review on the Phobos Predator Hunter Bowie. Came out great. I love the just the whole scenery, and the use of this knife is so amazing. I mean, this thing, it's made so well to be so freaking balanced. I mean, the geometric of this knife and how it was designed with the oversized handle makes this knife so incredibly balanced. I mean, this thing basically has a POB of about 1.5 inches. If I can do it while I'm holding the sheath. You know, somewhere around there. I mean, it just, I actually did some water bottle cutting on a short with this thing, and people had told me, it's like, oh, you know, it's a big knife for you to be able to, you know, do those motions, but it really isn't, because it's so well balanced that you can basically start and stop and change directions. It's incredibly easy with this knife. That's how great the design is on this knife. I mean, listen, there's no wonder that this Phobos Predator Hunter Bowie is always sold out on Work Tough Gear site. This is probably one of the most wanted freaking Work Tough Gear knives right now, and I just finished up the review. I have to post-production edit it up, but I think you're going to love it. This thing came out awesome. It did really, really well. I was very, very impressed with it. What are you doing today, Scab? You doing videos? Balance is insane. It really is. The balance of that knife is insane. Being the fact that it's a 12-inch blade, the fact that they made the handle so much bigger and they added so much to the pommel, that's like a counterweight. The pommel is like kind of like a counterweight. And it's not oversized to the point holding it is very incredibly comfortable, but making this oversized, making it like a counterweight to compensate for the fact that you have such a huge piece of steel, chunk of steel behind it. And they made the handle that way to make it balanced. So, you know, it's only 2 pounds, but it's a very well distributed 2 pounds, and you're able to swing and do whatever you need to do with it with total control. So you can do those double water bottle cuts with no problem. If you got the skill of Scab and I, of course, that's the only way. But, you know, you could do it with no problem without having too much fatigue. Even though I have a bad shoulder these days, I'm still able to kind of execute it with no problem, you know? Yes, I have been nursing a really bad pulled shoulder, so that's why it's been hard for me to kind of get cutting out there. Oh, you had to work today, buddy. Sorry, man. Yeah, I'm sorry you had to work, but at least you're heading home, which is cool, you know? It's definitely a knife for a predator, man. It's definitely a knife. You know what the funny thing is? The premise I put behind that Predator Hunter Bowie was Arnold. Like, if Arnold had this knife, I've talked about him, as we'll see. If Arnold had this knife in his hands while he was out fighting the alien predator, he would be the apex predator with this freaking thing in his hand. I mean, I think the premise of the movie would have been totally different if Arnold had this knife in his hand. And the fact that they named it the Predator Hunter Bowie, I mean, I had to like kind of go on a rant about the Predator movie, you know, within my review, and it's going to come out soon. But yeah, definitely Arnold should have had this in his hand. Rambo, you know, Arnold, Sylvester Stallone, these are guys that should be holding that knife, you know. Thank you. Yeah, it's a beautiful background. I figure I wanted to make the live kind of with, you know, I got a beautiful background right now, and I got some nice woodland areas. You got the lake behind us. It's like, actually, it's not really a lake. It's kind of like, it's coming from the Atlantic Ocean, and I think it fills into some kind of a lake. I think it's part of the ocean, like a marina type of thing, but it's pretty damn big. It goes all around Staten Island. So I figure let me just kind of get a live in there. This is American Knife Weekend, but I am showing you two knives that are not American, but I have to show them to you because I just have to. This is the shade Indonesia. This is the second one I worked on today out here. I just finished up. Hot as hell. Had the do-rag on, soak up the sweat. You know, that's the best way. The hats don't do it, man. You got to soak up the sweat before it gets into your eyes and stuff. But that's the way to go. This is the Shade Indonesia Wild Eagle. Now, it looks like an eagle. Look at this. This looks like the talons of an eagle. Look at the spikes here. You don't want to get hit with that shit there. The pommel's solid. But look at the curvature. Look at basically the finger guard here where you're able to rest your finger in. And just, this looks like a wild eagle's beak, man. Love the design of this knife. It's made from Shade Indonesia. You can find him at Shade Indonesia on Instagram. He has some fantastic, amazing freaking designs. He really does. I think they based the knife on the knife Billy had in Predator. Possibly he stayed behind it on his chest with it. Right. He was buying time for the rest of his crew. I think you might be right. You're talking about the Phobos and Predator Hunter Bowie, not this one. But this looks similar to one of those. So this looks similar to any type of a movie knife you've seen, a video game knife. The thing is, he does very fantastic looking designs on his knives. Guys, is the signal coming in okay? Because I'm going on 5G. Is the audio and the signal okay? If you see me okay, or is it a pixel mess? Because I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm on 5G. But he makes some fantastic video game, fantasy-inspired type of designs right from his head, but I'm sure they're inspired from like some of these fantasy style weapons. But the thing is, they're not crap fantasy weapons. These are actually real lethal weapon, real tools. I mean, these are sharp as hell, 5160, solid freaking knives that you can depend on your life with these things. In an emergency situation, you could take a really ultra cool camp knife with you. You could do your camp duties with it. Or if all shit hits the fan, these are the knives you want. You want Shade Indonesia knives. If all shit hits the fan and you have like an end of days type of scenario, these are the freaking knives you want. Because this is a killer, man. This is definitely, this will be your apex predator type of knife. It's awesome. It's a slicer. I got this thing really sharp. I took off some chips from the previous owner that did stupid shit with it. And this is going to Scab from Quiet Boys Outdoors, and he's going to basically run the muck with it. I had to do some cutting with it, Scab, because you can't not do any cutting with it, but I did preserve the edge for you. I didn't do too much stuff. Yeah, probably long enough to be illegal to carry. Absolutely. So aside from doing my thing here in the woods, it's not something I'm going to be carrying at my hip unless I live down south. But that's just, that goes without saying. So a lot of the knives that I market are for out of New York territory. So just so you know, it's not really for a New York type of carry and shit, It will cut. It will definitely cut. I did some cutting, but you're going to see all the major cutting with this thing once I send this over to Scab from Quiet Boys Outdoors. But Wild Eagle Shade Indonesia did the 2 reviews on these knives with the Phobos and Predator Hunter Bowie, and they both did excellent. I mean, just 2 big knives that are excellent. But today happens to be American Made Weekend. The recurve of the knife, basically, it makes the knife more opportunistic to do a lot of other things. I like straight edge. I like basically Warncliffe. I like all that stuff. But it's not really about the type of wound you're trying to make. I'm not looking to freaking kill people with these things. I'm also looking at it as a utility knife that you can basically, with that recurve, you can do a lot more good wood processing, good cutting and slicing with it. So that gives it more ability to do a lot of other things than just being a, personal defense type of knife, I'm going to show you some American knives, guys, which I did some shorts. I just finished up about 6 shorts I'm going to be getting out today or this weekend for American Knife Weekend. I figure I'll do a live and I'll show you some of them here real quick. Won't be too long of a live. I don't know how many people we have in the room. We got some people basically. Comic Garen, what's up, buddy? Good afternoon, my friend. Good afternoon, Luke. Good afternoon, Garen, Wyatt, whoever's in the room. Willie, you down, I think it says. It's hard to see with the glasses. I think that's what it says. So I have a beautiful, basically, backdrop from doing my reviews. So figure, let me just show you my American knife. So now this is a K-bar collaboration or design collaboration with Jesse Yaros, which is a knife designer. This is the K-Bar. This is the Camp Turek knife, the large Camp Turek knife. I like this knife. The handle for me is a little bit on the small side. I think it just takes a little bit more balance, and that just shows you goes with the design, basically. They should have maybe made the handle a little bit bigger, because a smaller Turek knife, it was perfect, but they should have made the handle a little bit bigger. I know it's a cost factor sometimes, but it does its job. The blade is excellent. It's not the best balance in the world, but 1095 did a great job. No chips, no problems, sharp as hell, good edge retention. It's just a great blade that you're getting from K-Bar and their Crovan 1095 steel. American made, K-Bar, love it, you know. And this is the designer is Jesse Yaros, and I did a short on this as well. Nice spine on it as well. You know, either way, it's pretty comfortable. I just wanted a little bit more of a length on the handle, and then this thing would absolutely be perfect. But another great K-Bar knife in 1095, guys. That's one. I'm just going to kind of spin through them really quick. This is going to be really cool. This is the Trailhead Kukri. This is Tops, and you know it's Tops because you got the whistle. So Tops knives, you got to mention Tops when you do American made weekend. This is the Trailhead Kukri. This is a karambit type style knife combined with a mini or a portable a portable I can't get the geometric in my head, portable kukri. So if you are one that likes karambits and you like basically the motion and you're able to work with the karambits really well, this is an awesome freaking knife. And the fact that you have a mini kukri on it, and you could do so much with a kukri style blade. I'm talking about the recurve, wood processing here, pounding it here. You could do so much with this thing, having like a portable kukri in your hand, and a self-defense type of thing with the karambit. If you like that fighting style knife with a karambit, this is awesome. This is a Trailhead Kukri from Tops, and the designer is Jason Swain. I believe it's Jason Swain. Shout out to Jay Swain. I actually have a whole write-up of how he came up with the design, which I'm going to throw into a review. This hasn't been reviewed yet, but it's going to be coming up pretty soon. It's an EDC Kukri. That's exactly what it is. How much is it? I am not sure. I think it comes in at somewhere around 160 bucks. I could be wrong, man. Just look up Tops knives and look up Trailhead Kukri. You can see it right there. It says, if it's not backwards, it says Trailhead Kukri is the name, and it's from Tops knives. Look it up. I think it's 160 bucks. I'm not really sure. Scab, if you know, let me know. But you just look it up. Look it up. Google it, guys. You know how it works. I think it's a little under 200. If I'm not mistaken. Spartan Blades has got to be discussed when we talk about American knives. Spartan Blades is one of my favorite companies. Let alone the fact that Spartan Blades is just such a badass name company for a freaking knife company, like name for a knife company. They just make some really awesome stuff. Very Spartan Blades, Spartan-esque, you know, type of blades that you're getting from them, you know, you think 300 type of thing, you know. But the collaboration, okay, and look at the logo there. It's just such an awesome, just overall package. This is the Nesmic style knife. It's a collaboration between William Harsey and Spartan Blades. The William Harsey Nesmic. He took the Nesmic style knife and he perfected it. It is just awesome. I did some cutting on the short with it. If I had some wood here, let me see. I mean, just the way this thing basically carves into wood, it is just absolutely one of the best geometrics you're ever going to find. I just concentrate so I don't cut my fingers. One of the best geometrics you're going to find, basically, in terms of a camp knife or an outdoor bushcrafting knife, is the Nesmic style knife. And the combination of William Harsey and Spartan Blades, they did such a great job with this knife. 1095 Crovan steel. The handle is to die for. It melts in your hand. It melts into your hand. It's so freaking comfortable, so easy to use. Nice jimping here. It's just great grip, basically doing your stuff with it. You could use every portion of the blade, and it's a strong construction, and it's just one of the best freaking slicers I ever encountered in terms of a camp knife. I love Nesmic style blades, and William Harsey really designed a hell of a freaking geometric, and the execution obviously from Spartan Blades is flawless. So this is definitely a great knife for American made weekend. Is a Nesmic style blade from Spartan Blades. Where is the sheet? I got shit all over the place, guys. I got my freaking cart over here full of freaking knives here. Where's the one that I wanted to show you? Oh, here it is. Okay. Fishing the Verge. Nesmics are very useful. Nesmics are one of my favorite geometrics for purpose-driven camp knife. Is awesome. You like my orange dude rag, buddy? It's perfect, man, because you know what? Hats in this type of weather with the sweat coming down is too hot. And this really just keeps like the sweat from like going into your eyes and stuff, because it's so hot today, man. It's a beautiful summer day. This is Phobos Knives. Phobos Knives is a not very well-known American company, but they should be. They're not a very big company. It's Phobos Knives, just Eric that does the design. He's got a great OEM, but he makes just some amazingly designed knives. I did it on American Knife Weekend last weekend. I did the Calcula, which is one of my all-time favorite knives from him, and also the Tier 1 BC. Awesome. This is the Alaris from Phobos Knives. Look at that jimping. Look at the red line is the red and black. Comfortable handle. Okay, the bow drill for, you know, drilling in the wood, you know, making a fire. I can't do that shit, but it is there on both sides. Look at that blade. It's a CPM 3V. This is high quality shit here. This is nice spine, reinforced tip. Look at that elevated, that extended blade there. That it's going to be good for, like, you know, a processing game or cutting it to steak. I think when I did my review, I actually carved up some raw meat, and I was able to get some really nice fine slices, cleaned it up, and then I went right into wood processing and chopping wood and doing batoning and all that crazy shit. This is a tough ass knife. See this here? This pommel here is solid. You can break stone with this pommel. I was banging the shit into paver stones, and it was breaking into the paver stones. And I just got a couple of chips, a little paint coming off from here, but no damage, no structural damage to the blade. This is a freaking awesome thing. Awesome pommel, solid steel pommel. If you need to break shit up or break some heads up, you know, you have some extra protection here. So you have the deadly side and you have the mercy side on all the Phobos knives. I love the pommels, that solid steel pommel they have there for breaking shit up. But yeah, you can break this stone with this thing. This is a tough ass knife, man. Awesome. I really love it. No guns, bro. I don't do firearms on this channel. I don't do firearms in channel. I got enough problems with everything else. Can't deal with it. Phobos is solid no matter what you get. I love Phobos knives. They really do. Just one of my favorite companies. They're just such great quality knives, man. Can't do American made weekend without introducing a Phobos knives. You know, some of my favorite made knives. They really are. Did I show you? Oh, one more. Did a short on this today. This is Spartan Blades again. Love my Spartan Blades, man. What's up, Dominic? Fighting the Verge, Banana Man, everybody that's in the room. Guys, thank you for coming in. And if you're able to sub and like, that'll be awesome. Also, don't forget, I do have a membership tier, guys. It'll help out the channel a lot more if you're able to join membership on my channel. If you know my channel, that is, obviously, if you could afford it, more first and foremost. If you can spare it, membership tiers are in, you know, I have to mention it. YouTube says you got to mention your memberships. You know, people have to know about it, yada, yada, yada. If you can handle it, it'll help out the channel a great deal to get me to be able to fund, like, you know, cutting materials, tatami mats. I also do a lot of sword reviews. That's what my channel is built on. So tatami mats are expensive. It just helps me kind of just incur the cost of basically, you know, keeping the channel going and giving you the high quality, high detail content that I give you. So that's my membership tier. That's my shout out for memberships. That's the only time I'm going to say it. So thank you for the sub, Banana Man. I freaking appreciate it, really. And at least if you can sub and like, it would help out the channel a great deal. This is Spartan Blades, also on American Made Weekend. You got to discuss more Spartan Harsey collaborations. I honestly think that the collaboration between Spartan Blades and William Harsey, which is an iconic knife designer from back in the day. He's awesome. He's a woodsman. He's just an awesome freaking guy. Wealth of knowledge, but his designs and how Spartan Blades brings them to life is just one of the best collabs you've ever seen. Somebody's holding stuff held for review and stuff like that. I know some people, some riffraffs in the room. So whoever's doing it, I appreciate it. If YouTube's doing it, thanks YouTube. Appreciate that. So I didn't know if there's any moderators. Do I have any moderators? I think Jerbs is a moderator. What's up, Real and Rifle Adventures? What's going on, brother? Thanks for coming in. This is American Knife Weekend. I actually did some reviews of some really big knives, but I wanted to take my American knives with me because I wanted to get some shorts in to celebrate American Made Weekend. And that's what it is today, American Knife Saturday. Collaboration with Quiet Boys Outdoors. He's probably lurking in the chat somewhere. No, he's driving home from work. And we're collaborating on American Knife Weekend. We did it last weekend. It was pretty successful. People really liked it. And we're going to try to do it every Saturday we can, you know, when we're available to do it. And I got about 6 or 7 shorts I'm going to be putting out on American knives. And that's what I'm showing you today while I'm doing this review and yada, yada, yada. So this is a Kukri style design. It's a Kukri knife collaboration designed from William Harsey and produced from Spartan Blades. I mean, look at that freaking handle. I don't know. It's like nylon infused freaking handle, some kind of a nylon injected. I don't know what it is, but whatever the hell they did, it's such a comfortable freaking handle. And I love the balance. It's just got the perfect balance that you want in a Kukri style blade, to have that front canter type of thing and just be able to have this part to basically be a nice, you know, banger, basically to chop wood and stuff like that. And you have this part here that's going to do all your wood processing the way Kukri knives is supposed to be used. And it's obviously, listen, it's a self-defense type of knife. It's a knife that basically you can defend your life with and do your thing. You know, and it's just, Kukri knives are they are my favorite blade geometry because there's so many varied uses you can get out of Kukri knives. And I did some cutting with it on my shorts. I did a full review on it. Check it out on my catalog. But it's going to be a great sandwich slicer. And I got to start doing the sandwich slices like Scab, because I think people get a big kick out of them. I think they're a lot of fun. I started eating some sandwiches. I never ate sandwiches before, but I found a really good whole wheat option and a good option for a low-fat type of sandwich. I don't like the whole hero thing, so I may start doing the sandwich cutting every day with my knives, like Scab. If Scab doesn't mind me kind of biting off his stuff, you know? But those are a lot of fun. You call a knife? This is a knife. Yeah, no, this Kukri is freaking awesome. And it's not a huge Kukri. It's a really just good size. It's a good size, like a portable type of Kukri. I like the big Kukris. I have them. But it's a good size. And this thing really hits hard, man. This is no joke. I put this against like a Nepalese Kukri, another big American Kukri from Becker Reinhardt Estates from K-Bar, and this thing handled itself really well. I gotta tell you, this kept up with a lot of the big Kukris. There's just something about the geometric and the forward cant and just the spine and how the thickness, how there's distal taper and it gets thick here to make it a really big hitter, where it does a little bit of the work for you basically with that forward cant to make it a really nice hard hitter, but also a really good slicer. Crovan 1095 steel is excellent. Just an awesome freaking knife, man. So if you guys are joining me, guys, this is American Knife Weekend. I'm in the middle of doing a full review. I actually finished up a review on 2 big knives. I'll show you those knives one more time before I close it off for anybody who kind of joining me late. But it is American Knife Weekend. I think I showed you all the American knives I have here. But this is what I reviewed today. And you talk about a knife. Not an American knife, Taiwanese made knife. This is work tough gear. Look at the size of that sheath before you even take it out. This is a freaking monster. This is called the Predator Hunter Bowie. David Pouzon is the designer, and the make is work tough gear. This is a big knife, but an absolutely comfortable knife. A knife that basically you have total control and movement because it's balanced so well for the handle. The design and geometric of this knife, you have a huge hulking freaking blade, 12-inch blade, 11-inch cutting surface, and a beautiful handle with an oversized pommel that gives you the counterweight to make it a very balanced knife. This knife is just, it's badassery in your hand. That's what it is. A non-scientific term. This is the most badass. This is badassery in the hand. That's what this knife is. This is a predator. This is a hunter. This is something Arnold should have had in his hand in Predator, and maybe he would have a better fighting chance against the alien Predator. He would have been the apex predator with this thing. This is an awesome freaking knife. Just a lot of fun, but a lot of use you could get out of this thing. It's not just a big clumsy knife. This is a knife that's purposely driven for a design to be a great cutter, a great chopper, a great slicer, and a great basically self-defense knife. Okay, it's that type of knife. I love the way they balance this thing. It's just awesome in the hand. Feels really good in the hand. You could hold it in many different ways. You could even choke up on it with this oversized finger choil here to do like the wood carving and stuff. Then you can set yourself back and hold the pommel and have a little bit more momentum if you want more momentum in basically having a nice, long, momentous, very strong chop into the wood. A6 Max steel can handle it. This steel was made to be an equivalent to SK85, much more corrosion resistance, great for the elements and outdoors, and totally badass house of game. Made to be outdoors because it's so corrosion resistant. So it's a stainless. It's an A6 Max is a stainless steel, but it's made for big knives. It's made for choppers. It's made to withstand the force and the impact that a big knife you're going to be using it for. It's the perfect combination of strength, durability, and corrosion resistance, and the perfect choice that they decided to use this A6 Max steel on this Predator Hunter Bowie. I think it's his SK85 on roids, or a better version of SK85. And Work Tough Gear just does their heat tempering so well, so they got this shit down packed, man. Get the freaking chopper, man. Hey, it's the Johnsons. What's up, buddy? Good to see you again, man. Nice to see you. Joined me 2 lives in a row, man. The shoulder's killing me. No, I don't. I don't know who Outdoor Boys is. I don't know who you're referring to, but I don't. Sorry. You're waiting for it to come in. I'm really hoping that he check out DLT Trading, guys. I know that Mr. Vic said that he put out a couple. There's a lot of copies that went into DLT Trading, so I don't know when they're going to release them. Maybe give them a call on Monday if they're not open today, and see if they have any in stock and when they're going to sell them. Because I know DLT Trading has a stock of them. He just sold out again on a small batch he did August 6th, a couple days ago. They went out fucking so fast. I mean, he can't fucking keep these things in stock. This is probably one of the most wanted knives right now from Work Tough Gears. This Puzon, man. It's really awesome. And Knife Center, right? Thank you. And Knife Center. Knife Center also sells that stuff. It's hard to keep track. Knife Center and DLT Trading. I need some water. Oh, I got to bring a cooler with me next time. It's piss warm. Where's the other knife? I'll show you this one more time, guys, and then we're going to kind of wrap it up. I got a lot of post-production to do. Thanks for the people joining me. Thanks for the people passing by. Thanks for the people subbing. Thanks for any memberships that you may, join up in my channel. It's called the Blade Addicts membership. I got 3 tiers, and that would definitely help out the channel a lot. I got to make the announcement. That's what I got to do. No, this is not the knife. Where's the knife? Here it is. Okay. Whew. Show you this one more time for the people coming in late. This is the Shade Indonesia, and if you're not familiar, the Republic of Indonesia is the location. The company's name is Shade Indonesia. His name is Shaney, and you'll find him on Instagram, Shade Indonesia on Instagram. You'll find him there. He has some amazing fantasy style type of weapons. And sorry if I'm showing this again to you guys that have already been with me from the beginning of this live, but I'm just trying to honor the people that are coming in late. This is the other knife I kind of finished up my review on. This is called the Wild Eagle. And you look at basically the bottom here, it looks like talons. It's got the eagle talons here, and then this is the eagle's beak. I don't know if they purposely named it this way, and that's how they were going to design it, because it looks like a fucking wild eagle for real. It looks like the talons of an eagle. It's awesome. Plus that lethal freaking section here. Oh, this is just a lethal weapon, man. This is awesome. This is definitely wicked. This is a knife that is fantasy inspired, but his knives are not fantasy junk. They're actual real life lethal weapons, real life weapons, 5160 steel, solid as freaking brick, you know, solid handle, solid full tang, and they're made to work. I mean, that's basically what these knives are. They're made to work and they're made to be real weapons. Fantasy style, what type of designs, which make them really cool and wicked looking, but this can be a cool camp knife, or this can be your shit hits the fan emergency knife. I mean, you can't not take these seriously because they're designed like a video game, because they are made to work. And I really enjoyed using this thing. This is going to Scared from Wakari Boys Outdoors. He's going to put this through his paces. I just kind of took some chips out from previous users that did stupid shit with it. And I did my own, overview and feel of this knife on a review that I'm going to be releasing soon. And I did a little cutting with it, just a little bit, just to kind of preserve the edge for Scared. But yeah, I just finished this thing up today. This is an awesome freaking knife. Shady Indonesia, you definitely need to check him out. It's a chopper. I mean, you have like if you put gloves on, it'll eliminate it. But this, a little bit with this finger guard here, to do some chopping, you find a little discomfort, a little bit, not much. I mean, actually, now that I'm feeling it's not really. If you hold your finger in a certain way, it's okay. But this is more just a slicer, a penetrator type of thing. This is it's a fighting knife. It's a personal defense knife, but it can do all the normal camp stuff knife you could do, camp stuff that you would want to do with a knife. It's just an awesome knife to own. I love his designs. I just love how they look, how they feel. And they're solid. They're just freaking solid. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I didn't want to keep this on too long. It is getting really hot out here. I got to get some actually cold, fresh water. I got to rest the shoulder a little bit. American Knife Weekend. Look out for some shorts on my channel. If you're visiting the channel for the first time, please consider a sub on the way out, and a like, obviously, will always be helpful. And I thank you for joining me, guys. Thanks for joining me. Anybody seeing me for the first time, welcome to my channel, and hope to see you guys again very soon. Have a great one, guys, and enjoy American Knife Weekend on my channel and on Scab's channel from Wakari Boys Outdoors. Have a wonderful one, guys. Enjoy the summer. It's cold and fast, and we really got to get out there and enjoy these beautiful sceneries and beautiful backdrops, because winter really fucking sucks. I like the fall too, though. The autumn is nice. The good thing about living in New York is you have some seasons, and it's not, you have this hot weather, but you also have some beautiful autumn weather. Like, you see all those trees in the back over there? All those trees are going to be all colors, and you have the reds and oranges. They're going to be gorgeous. I love actually shooting out here in the autumn time too. It's really kind of one of my favorite times of the year. The trees and the autumn foliage, the fall foliage is just beautiful. And then you get the reflection of all that orange and the red on the water. It's just freaking gorgeous. You gotta love fucking nature, buddy. You gotta love nature, guys. You really do. Much love to you guys, and I'll see you when I see you on the next live, next sword review, next knife review, next short, next whatever. Have a great one, guys. Joe Steele out. Beautiful day to all of you. Be safe. Ciao.